In this question, we're given a graph asked to determine which of these equations represents that graph. The first thing we can note is that this is a straight line graph. Therefore, it can be represented by the equation y equals mx plus b. And m represents the slope of the graph, or the rate of change of the graph, and b represents the y-intercept. Now, y actually represents the value of the vertical axis, which in our case is p. So we should replace y here with the value p. And x represents the value of the horizontal axis, which in our case is n. So we should replace x with the value n. So y-intercept actually in our case here is the p-intercept. So let's go to our graph and see where does the line cross the vertical axis, or the p line, and we can see it does at 6. Therefore, we can replace b here by the value 6. And it is a positive 6. Now we have to find a value for m, and m can be calculated as the rise over the run. So let's go to the graph and pick a couple of points. Well, a good point to start would be the p-intercept, here 6. And if I went down 2 units, say, to 4, then the rise in this case would be minus 2 units. So here we go, down 1, down 2, rise of minus 2. The run would be to get from 4 then to the graph. In this case, it's positive 1 unit as the run. So if I work this out, negative 2 divided by positive 1 is equal to negative 2. Now we could have picked any 2 points on the line, and the slope would always be the same. For example, if I started here and went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, or a rise of negative 6, and then over 1, 2, 3 units to get to the line, or a run of positive 3, negative 6 divided by positive 3 would also give me negative 2. So the rate of change is negative 2, or the slope is negative 2, so we replace m here by the value negative 2. So we can look down our options and see which of these equations matches our equation. And we can see that the answer is C.